For that, we need nirodha. We need vritti nirodha. So how can we do this vritti nirodha? And so Rishi Patanjali has given abhyasa vairagyabhyam tannirodha. We can stop these vrittis by abhyas and vairagya. And then he said, through Ishvara Pranidhana. Now, what kind of abhyasa? He has given in detail. What kind of vairagya? He has means Rishi Patanjali has given in detail and Ishvara Pranidhana. So, abhyasa of Ashtanga Yoga will lead to vritti nirodha. This vritti nirodha means what? Vritti nirodha means no vrittis, no chaos, no problems, no dukkha. Means we are at peace, eternal happiness. That is what being established in Sat Chit Ananda. That is what Rishi Patanjali says. We reach to Samadhi Avastha. Now, what is Samadhi in our English? We call it meditation, right? So, what meditation is? Not just from Patanjali Yoga Sutra meaning, but our general meaning, our chota level, our general understanding, or what is foundational or basic meaning. Okay. And so that we are going to do today. Before we start with actual Patanjali Yoga Sutra, we are doing the destination, the goal which is given by Rishi Patanjali, that when we reach in meditation, when we reach to the stage of meditation, Samadhi Avastha, where we are able to understand Tadadrashtu Swarupe Avasthan, we get established in ourselves as it is. So when we reach there, that time, what happens? We attain Kaivalya. So that Avastha, that highest state, which is known as Samadhi, where no Adi, Vyadi, Upadi, no chaos, no problems, no tensions, no worries, no disturbances at all. And that Samadhi Avastha, that meditation Avastha, what it is, that we are going to do today. Now, when we are doing this Samadhi Avastha, the person who takes it should be, must be, like, very nice person who is able to handle all these things. You all know how I react in the class, right? So I think I am not eligible to talk about it. We need a person who is not reacting, but who can respond. And you all know, in my team, we have Miss Sneha, we have Miss Tanvi, and we have Miss Raksha, right? Among all the three of us, the person who can handle the situations, handle the students in a most calm way is Miss Tanvi Vyas. And so today, our meditation class will be taken by Miss Tanvi. Last from, I think, 6-7 years, she is handling this topic of meditation. And as we all know, she's into yoga since many years. She's my, Sneha and, all of our other 4 teachers. We were having 4 practical teachers, Ankita, Prabhuti, Sneha, and Tanvi. So all my 4 daughters are much better than me in handling my students. That's how I manage, you all know, right? Okay. So today's topic will be looked after by Miss Tanvi Vyas. Over to you, Miss Tanvi. You can start now.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you so much to Tanvi, to Sneha, and all of you being always there. Namo Namaha. Thank you so much. Over to you, Tanvi.
Namo Namaha.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Namo Namaha. Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
Good morning, ma'am.
Before we start, I would like to thank Raksha ma'am because I have learned under her. So all that I know and all that I'm able to practice is only because of her. So thank you, ma'am. And Namo Namaha and welcome to the class, everybody. Good morning. She's already told us the topic for today, which is meditation. So that's
Tanvi,
yes,
make yourself spotlight. Spotlight yourself.
Yes. Okay. Yeah. So today we're going to talk about meditation. What is meditation? Different forms, right? Why should we practice it? How to practice it? What are the benefits? And so I'm going to try and explain all of it in case there are questions, and this is going to be a very interactive session. So please feel free to respond. But before that, always raise your hand. I will recognize you and then please respond. Otherwise, there'll be chaos. We don't want that. Yeah. So let's start the topic for today, meditation. Today, in today's day and age, we live in a very busy, frantic pace of life. Does everyone agree? Especially if you live in a place like Bombay, Delhi, Bangalore, where things are so fast paced. I think most people are from these places over here. Do we agree how people are on the road, always in a rush to reach somewhere? Are we? When we step out, right? There's so much honking, there's no space to walk. Everyone's almost like they're running. You don't see someone walking just calmly, right? So how many of us did absolutely nothing for 10 minutes recently? And by nothing, I mean no texting, emailing, WhatsApp, videos, calls, TV, planning future, or thinking about the past. Absolutely nothing. How many people did that? Please raise your hand. Okay, very few. Others are just laughing. Okay, what are you saying? How can we not? Of course we have. Not possible. I see very few hands, right? A lot of blank faces. Very few hands that I see, right? Our mind, the most valuable and precious resource uh, through which we experience everything in life. We depend upon our mind, correct? To be happy, to be creative, to be spontaneous, for all our emotions, to focus, to perform our very best. Isn't it? We depend on our mind. Then why is it that we take so much care of our cars, clothes, hair, makeup, house, but not our mind? What do we do for our mind? We have not even given those 10 minutes, like I asked earlier. But when did you last clean your home? Today, yesterday, and you will again today. Washed your hair, yeah. Clean your cars every morning. Right. Every now and then clean your jewelry. You do something or the other for your belongings. And what about your mind? What did you do? What did we do? Nothing. Nothing. Yeah. What happens when you don't take care of something? Or what happens rather, since you're not doing anything? That means we're constantly working it. What happens when you overload something with a lot of work? If it's a machine, it gets spoiled, correct?
Data gets
If it-
corrupt.
Yes,
It breaks.
it's corrupt, it breaks. Our mind gets stressed. There are different ways of stress, right? Different symptoms of stress and different coping mechanisms. Yeah. Has anyone faced stress in life? Anyone? Raise your hand. At some point or the other, have you faced stress? Yeah. And then we deal with it. We move on, right? It's not constant. But we have stress ongoing. And then we deal with it and then we move on, right? But how do we deal with it? Everyone has different methods of dealing, right? Some people will go talk to a friend, go talk to a therapist, or you say, "Nahi, I want a vacation," or what do? You music, right? You try and distract yourself, basically, don't we? Are we solving it, that means, or are we distracting, suppressing, right? When you don't like something with someone at your home and you get irritated, and then you're okay because you've moved on. Then again it happens, again you get irritated, and this time you've got more irritated than before. And then you let go, and then the third time it happens. And then you'll say, why can't you do it this way? And the person is so shocked. But tell me to do it this way, I'll do it. right? Why has that outburst come? Because we have suppressed, correct? Right? We have suppressed what we should actually resolve, but we have suppressed, right? So many people have different ways of dealing with stress, and some of them suppress it. Some of them start taking medication, drugs, alcohol, um, right? But why don't we ever go to the root cause? Yeah, let's rewind to our childhood. Our entire school life, we've been taught to observe the outside world. Yeah. See what is happening here, see what is happening in this country, see what is happening in our state, see what happened in the building, which who did what. Was anyone taught in school unless you had no swadhyay that go within, notice yourself, about yourself? Have we learned a lot about ourselves, or we don't spend that time? Do we consciously spend time learning our likes, dislikes, number of breaths we take, what, why we like something? Is it a memory? Is it because of past, or is it something good? Right? We have thus grown in a world that encourages the idea that in order to be internally satisfied, we have to rely on external circumstances. And this is an idea that is probably put into our heads since, you know, since before. And the concept, therefore, of happiness, success, satisfaction, all are intermingled. You feel you're successful, then you're happy. Or you're satisfied, that means you're successful. No one is saying you're happy just because you're happy. Happiness, it's all muddled, right? Obviously, these are different concepts for different people and different times. But anyway, we want to relax, we go on vacation. We want good food, we go to a restaurant. We want to dance, go to a club, music, go to concert. We feel lonely, we talk to a friend. But why is it everything that we feel and we want, we go outside? Everything we go for external stimulation. Why? Anything and everything you're looking for is within. When happiness is within and internal, it is eternal. I'm going to repeat it. When happiness is within and internal, it is eternal. Right? Now, how do we look within? This is where meditation comes in. What is meditation? Has anyone practiced meditation? What is your definition of meditation? Let's talk about it. I'm going to remove the spotlight for a bit so I can see the hands raised. Okay. Anyone would want to discuss what, according to them, is meditation, if they've ever practiced meditation? Karina ji, you've raised your hand. Go ahead.
Hi, thank you. So it depends on what I want to think about. There are days when I sit and try to just relax my mind and think about nothing else but what's happening in my body. So if I cannot concentrate, I think about my brain, my eyes. I just go from up and down to up. There are days when if there is something happening, if there's something particular that's bothering me, I'll try to think about that. And if nothing else, sometimes guided meditation also works. You breathe in, you breathe out. The three variations that I go through.
Yeah. But it basically helps you, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Riddhi ji, you've raised your hand. Go ahead.
For me, meditation is being in the nothingness. Although to be there, I have also been through the guided processes, observing the breath, observing the thoughts, and observing physical body, um, and also Yog Nidra. So, yes. And after all of this, I felt like all of these are the activities, observing. But at the end of everything, I did experience the nothingness.
So,
And
according to you, meditation is nothingness. Okay. Aarti ji, you've raised your hand. Go ahead.
Firstly, Namo Namaha, ma'am. What I have understood and been doing about meditation is, as you said, when We are happy within us. It's eternal. So what I have learned is being in awareness of our breath. So this is something that I focus and be with myself, keeping least expectations, but awareness and focus on a breath, being in the moment. That is what I feel is meditation. I have felt that eternalness with me, even after having no material things and no expectations. That is
Yeah.
meditation for me.
Okay. No expectation, nothing material. Yeah. Rashida ji, go ahead.
Yeah, for me, I mean, it's like it being a me time where I just be without any thoughts with myself and with no expectations. I normally do it when especially when I'm overly stressed or when I'm too tired. That's at 15 minutes is my me time, like a power nap, which you say, where there are no thoughts, no expectation, neither I create any thoughts nor I reject any thoughts. If any thoughts are coming, I just let them come and then I'm leaving it. So that's how, in case I am coming, like I'm getting caught with the thoughts, I be with my breath. So just focus on my breath, and that's how my meditation goes on. And at times, sometimes yes, I do guided meditation when I'm in a very disturbed state. So that time, guided meditation helps me.
Yeah, absolutely. So, thank you for sharing. Um, I think only ladies have shared. Maybe only they do meditation, so they're more calm. I don't know. But the common factor that we noticed, everyone said it's about going inwards, about settling, about being calm, complete focus. Focus is within, so everything external is cut off. It's the journey inwards, connecting with yourself, realizing who you truly are, right? Being in the present, right? Truly being in the present is meditation. You know how underrated it is? According to a research done by Harvard, our mind is lost in thoughts 47% of the time. 47, that is almost, we rounded up to 50. So half of your time, half your day, you are either, wallowing about the past or you're worried about the future. That means we're no longer present in the world and we miss out on things that are more and most important to us, right? Do we live our life 100% if we are always in thoughts about the future or the past? We miss out on the present, right? Something so beautiful may have happened. You're in the car, you see the most beautiful flower ever, but you're worried, when will I reach? You've missed it, right? We miss out on so many things because our mind is so occupied, right? Correct. So, yeah, I think being in the present is truly underrated, but it's extraordinary. It is now coming back to meditation, which is being in the present. It is said that if every 8-year-old is taught meditation, it will eliminate violence from the world in one generation. Right now, there is an active war going on. In today's day and age, when we are so advanced, there's so much communication that can happen. People can fly from one country to the other. We have made so many advances. We've reached the moon and Mars, but we're still fighting. And there is war. And, if only everyone was taught meditation, would there be war today? Unlikely. Right? Do you think any of us can go on a war? No. Can we? Oh, we're not, because we practice yoga, we practice meditation, mindfulness. Do you see how that sets us apart from others? Right? And not to boast, but it really does. When you see two people fighting, do you think you would go in that position? No, we wouldn't. So just everyone just started doing yoga, meditation, and the world would be so beautiful, right? Okay. Now, there is something called normal default pattern. Okay, what is that? As soon as you stop doing something, okay, suppose you're chopping a vegetable or you're attending a class, as soon as I stop talking, you stop attending, your mind is gone somewhere, right? That is called normal default pattern when you're idle. So there was an experiment done in Yale. That experiment had, they said that meditation can actually help us feel happier and healthier. So they invited meditators who had done 10,000 plus hours of meditation. So they were all experts, okay? And all within healthy control. They were healthy experts who used to do meditation. And then they were asked to meditate, and they were doing the brain scans, fMRI, okay? And they were scanning the activity happening in the brain while they were meditating. Then they told them, okay, now you can stop meditating. You can, either talk to each other, open your eyes, do whatever you like. You know what happened? How we spoke about the default pattern of the brain, normal default pattern, they didn't have it. You know why? Because as soon as they stopped meditating, the brain activity did not change. It did not fluctuate. It did not fluctuate. That means the scans showed that the brain activity that was recorded during meditation also reflected similar activity outside of meditation condition, even during baseline, suggesting that effects of meditation go beyond just the moment where somebody's actually meditating. Yeah, that's actually changing your default pattern throughout the day so you can be more focused, more present, right? Once you're out of this class and you're done with the class, do you sit and think about all that you've done, or then you move on to the next activity, right? And suddenly, just after class, someone says something, and they're like, yes, yes, and you've already forgotten what you've done, right? That's out. Here, they're saying meditation is so powerful. Even when you're done with meditating, your brain remains just as calm. Brain activity is just as calm, right? Most people use meditation as a medication. When you're angry, when you're irritated, they meditate. They feel calm and they move on. If you do it every day, whether you are angry, upset, anything, it's not a medication anymore, right? Right? Yeah. Okay. So a lot of people use it as crossing. They meditate when they're stressed without realizing the daily practice will act as a preventive measure rather than a cure, right? Now, what are the benefits, hormonal benefits, chemical benefits of meditation? Anybody? Are there any hormonal benefits? This is an interactive class, so you can participate. That's fine. Okay, let me tell you something more about hormones, and then maybe we can discuss. Okay, so there are good hormones and there are bad hormones. Okay, so bad hormones are your adrenaline, cortisol. They're not necessarily bad, but when they're spiked or they're released for a long amount of time, it can cause a lot of damage, right? So meditation keeps a check on these bad hormones. So apart from causing hormonal imbalance, sustained high level of cortisol destroys healthy muscles, healthy bones, slows down your healing, slows down your digestion, slows down the normal cell regeneration, right? Your metabolism is affected, your mental function is affected. It interferes with healthy endocrine function, weakens your immune system. After a period of time, these adrenals eventually become fatigued. Your, adrenals which release adrenaline, they become fatigued, which may factor in many more bigger conditions like hypothyroidism, chronic fatigue syndrome, arthritis, premature menopause, and many more. Let's talk about this. Has anyone ever gotten angry in this class? Raise your hand. Have you ever gotten angry in life? Everyone has, some point or the other. Little bit, a lot. Have you ever gotten upset? Yeah, at some point. Everyone has gone through it, right? or irritated? Every reason. At some point in life, you have, right? Either one or all, and maybe every day. That's okay. We can be honest, right? So, what happens when you're angry? Is anger a state of mind? Yes. But when you're angry, or you're shouting, or you see someone who's angry, you see how the face becomes red, heartbeat is so fast, right? Right? Breathing has become faster. Yeah. It's a state of mind, but you see how it is affecting your body in that moment. It affects your breathing, it affects your heartbeat, it affects your body temperature. You feel like it's too hot, open the window. Can't, everything feels stuffy, right? When you're angry. It's just a state of mind. If you're sad, you feel like, oh, shoulders are hurting. You feel like a pit in the stomach. You literally, your body shrinks. You're like that, right? Right? Have you seen an angry person like that? Angry person is all over the place. Sad person, just drawn within. Yeah, has anyone experienced, or am I just saying it? We have seen, or we have felt, right? All of this. So one state of mind has such a big impact on our body, right? On our body functioning. It changes everything. And it was also said that when you get angry, that cortisol spike does not drop down till the end of the day. By the end of the day, you may be okay or you've let gone. But that hormone is still in your body. And that's not a good hormone, is it? It's not. It's a stress hormone, right? Yeah. Meditation is going to keep it in check. Yes. Now, let's talk about the good hormones and how meditation helps. Okay. The good hormones are your serotonin, oxytocin, right? These help you improve your mood. Have you ever seen someone who's meditating, getting angry in that state of meditation? You're so deep within, you're observing, you're cutting off from the external world, right? Meditation increases your melatonin levels that helps you sleep better. When you're so calm throughout the day, you're so relaxed, you can sleep better. When you're stressed, when you're angry, can you just go off to sleep? Does that happen? Or it takes a while? Your mind has to feel settled and then you sleep, right? Or can you just sleep? Doesn't happen, right? Correct. So it helps release melatonin, which helps you sleep better. Meditation improves focus and concentration by increasing your dopamine levels. Meditation keeps you looking young because it releases something called DHEA, right? It's an insulin like growth factor that helps you looking young. So many benefits. Have I already convinced you all to start meditating? Yes? Yeah. Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
Anyway, the benefits are not over yet. There's so many more things that we are going to discuss. Okay, before that, I'm going to tell you something. So, Harvard had done an experiment where they said that meditation seems to be building brain tissues and kind of strengthening our brain. Has anyone gone to the gym? Or has anyone seen a gym? You know how they lift dumbbells, weights, they pulling up, pull-ups. What does it do? It builds muscles, right? You see that built muscle, correct? Toned muscle, yes? Strong muscles, yes? Correct? What if I told you you can do the same with your brain? How do you lift with your brain? You can't, but you can meditate and it does the same. Yeah. So Harvard did a study where they actually studied the size of your gray matter. So our brain is divided as gray matter and white matter. Okay, so they studied the gray matter before and after 8 weeks of meditation course. Okay, so in those 8 weeks, they called people to meditate every single day and they made them meditate only for half an hour. That's about it. Okay, so they saw that changes in gray matter content in regions that the default network, we spoke about the default pattern, right? Normal default pattern, how as soon as we stop doing something, our mind goes into a default pattern, right? So in the regions that the default network is the strongest and other part of your cortex, your gray matter content increases. What you find is a big boost in those who did a mindfulness based stress reduction program, that is meditation. You're actually increasing the size of your gray matter in these regions. And then in the regions and other parts of the brain, like your cerebellum, involved in motor coordination and so on. So it does not just affect your gray matter, but as a result, what happens? Your motor skills become better, your balance becomes better, your focus becomes better. Yeah, your coordination becomes better. Okay, so meditation is literally changing and strengthening your brain. How beautiful is that? How is anyone here old? No, not if you meditate. Not if you meditate. You see how when we start becoming old, we forget things. Like my mom the other day came in. Kya hai tumhara chashma? I can't find them. And I said, on your head. It was there on her head. She's walking around the house with her chashma on the head. She can't find them. I was like, but it's on the head. So we don't want to become old. We don't want to start forgetting things. Yeah. Do we? No. We want to keep the brain active. If someone said you can do weightlifting till you're 90 and 100, you feel, wow, what strength. But you are capable of doing that with your brain. So why not start now, right? Right? Have I convinced enough of y'all to start meditation today? Yeah, I'm still not done. There's a lot more to the benefits of meditation. Okay, so you're actually increasing the size of your gray matter. Yeah, meditation is changing and strengthening your brain. And again, not very much. How much time? Just half an hour a day for 8 weeks. And they literally saw the result, right? Imagine building that much muscle that quickly, right? Just 8 weeks. We can try. Can we try? We'll try. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Now let's talk about the other benefits. What do you think are the other benefits now that we already know so many things about meditation? What do you think are the other benefits of meditation apart from changing your brain structure, changing your brain matter, and hormonal changes? What are the other things that you think meditation will help you with? This is supposed to be an interactive class. If no one is replying and no one is sharing, we'll finish it in 1 hour. If that's what you'll want. Anyway, Krina ji, go ahead.
For me, it helps me with my creativity. So there are days if I don't meditate, there's something, and if I'm stuck in a scene or if I'm writing something, and when I feel I'm stuck a lot, I'll take some time, I'll meditate for a while, and then things will just start flowing. So it helps me a lot with my creativity. And also with
Yeah.
retention. It helps to
Very
remember.
good point. Yeah. Helps with attention. When you're not stressed, you're having a calm conversation, when someone is talking, you'll remember things. And
Yeah.
rather than when you're, agitated and someone's saying something and you say something back and you don't even remember what are the exact words. So yeah, retention definitely helps with creativity. I agree. Yeah. Thank you for sharing. Sukhsiddhi ji, go ahead.
Regulation of emotion, you are more mindful with respect to whatever you are dealing in your life. Even when having a
Absolutely.
small conversation, you are very much alert. You are more listening than responding or reacting.
Absolutely. You are listening, you are responding instead of reacting. I absolutely agree. Thank you for sharing. Rashida ji, go ahead.
It also helps in creating my future, where through doing the creative visualizations, I can actually create my own future.
Yeah.
It also, like today, if I am feeling very much sleepy and I'm keeping on drinking tea and tea. So if that 15 minutes, if I do that meditation, this tea is not there, which is actually I'm trying to force myself. So that makes me fresh. So that again is the benefit which I feel is of meditation, that you don't get involved with tea and coffee.
Yeah, absolutely no
Just do
substance.
15.
You just, yeah, it's all here. You know how to
Yes.
wake yourself up, keep yourself active. Absolutely agree. Yes. Kiranji, go ahead. Sorry, can't hear you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm into stock market and I get a lot of better insights of my trades uh, when I do my meditation well, and I'm not stress free all the time. Despite so much of stress in the market.
Absolutely. So there is HFT going on, there's constant trade going on. You need to think on your feet, you need to be quick, you
There's
need to make
a lot of
decisions.
artificial intelligence playing against us, but still we win all the time.
Absolutely, exactly. Yeah. Um, yeah, in fact, like my husband is right now building HFT, that's high frequency trading, that's AI, that's
Yeah.
competing against humans. So yeah, I know the
No,
stress
but
on.
rather it's helping me to win, this whole AI. Yeah, I
Yeah.
made 20 crores this year just by fighting with the AI thing.
Nice. So then it depends on how you're using it and how you are actually, if you're stressed in such a situation, that's not going to help. You'll probably end up losing money. You'll feel flustered, right? You need to be calm to be able to handle so many things. Correct? Correct.
Thank
Right.
you.
Yeah. Thank you for sharing. Sunita ji, go ahead.
Yeah, I was saying that it keeps me calm throughout the day, keeps me happy, and also whenever somebody tells me something, so I pause and think before I react. I don't, no immediate reactions comes from me.
You respond, you don't react. Yeah.
Yeah, that is
Absolutely.
something very, very great, and I realize it immediately because my nature was not like that first, and slowly, slowly, I changed myself, and that was a very big.
Yeah. Yeah. Like a couple of students have actually come to me. I was never like this, but this person, when I meet, it just irritates me. It happens. It's like you are a different person, but when that person comes, so irritates. So I'm actually fine all my life, but as soon as I, go to that office, oh, I can't with that department. I just can't deal with them. Right? It's about being that calm all throughout and not letting something else fluster you. Correct?
Very true.
Yeah, absolutely. Chaitali ji, go ahead.
Yeah, it brings about clarity.
Ma'am,
Sorry, Chaitali ji, and then
yeah.
Neelu ji. Yeah.
Yes, ma'am. It's helping me more energetic and reducing my negative thoughts.
Hmm. Yeah, more energetic, yes, because when you're stressed, you're angry, you feel drained. When you're calm, you feel energetic throughout the day. Is that right? Right? Correct. Yes. Thank you for sharing. Neelu ji, go ahead. Once you're done, you can put your hand down. So then the queue moves up. Yeah. Neelu ji, go ahead.
I feel that it basically activates our parasympathetic nervous system, which is our rest and digest response. And it helps us be more aware of the present moment. And I mean, the fluctuations of mind are really reduced because of the calmness we get. Maybe if it's only for a few minutes or few seconds or 10 minutes, whatever it is, but that is a blissful time. We can really feel the bliss within us.
Absolutely. And like Howard said, it's not just that time. Your brain activity will remain similar when you practice it every day, right? And yes, it affects your parasympathetic nervous system. So there's sympathetic, parasympathetic, autonomous, right? So parasympathetic nervous system is responsible for your rest, yeah, for feeling calm. So yeah, absolutely. Azadi, you had raised your hand. Go ahead.
Ma'am, for me, sometimes increase my positive feelings and generate kindness. I feel extra.
Yes, you are absolutely right. Do you want to tell me why? You are absolutely right. You want to back it up.
I think because of mindfulness and because of that calmness. And
Yes.
yeah,
Yes.
I
When
feel
you're
more positive.
Yeah, when you're mindful, you're calm, that means you're kind to yourself.
Yes.
When you're kind to yourself, you're capable of being kind to others
Kind
as
with
well.
others.
You
Exactly.
become more empathetic.
Exactly.
You know, okay, this person has gotten irritated does not mean I should respond the same way. They may have gone through a bad day, bad time, or they may not mean it. You become more kind in general. But yes, that's absolutely true. That is correct. Yeah. Aarti ji, you've raised your hand next. Go ahead.
I feel that when we are born, that time the breathing count is very fast. Fast in the sense normal. And day by day, after, I mean, as the age grows and the responsibility or whatever may be, so through that, the breathing count becomes slower and slower. So that may affect the, I mean, through meditation, it can be cured, like.
So we can actually slow down our breathing consciously. Otherwise, we're not truly aware of how much we breathe. Are we doing deep breathing, shallow breathing, right? We've all done pranayam by now, correct? Right? The size of our lungs. These are our lungs. We have 2 lungs, right? This is how big our lungs are. How much do we use? We've been taught this. How much? 13 to 15%. That's all we use. We're shallow breathing. What is our capacity? 100%, right? Imagine in your exam, you'll say, Acha, chalo, you can get 100%, but we'll give you only 13. Why? If you can get all 100, why only 13? Or if there's an entire roti, but we'll give you 1 bite. Why? Not fair. Full capacity. Why not? Right? So we have our lungs. We're not utilizing them to a full capacity. There's so much capacity, and not just lung wise, but in general, we're capable of so much more than we actually give ourselves credit for, and we don't even use our capabilities, right? Meditation will definitely help. Yes, someone else had also raised his hand. Yeah. Don't see the name. You had raised your hand. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah. Meditation for me helps in improving clarity of the situation, being very neutral, not being impulsive and biased. And it definitely reduces, if not eliminates, confusion and doubts, because you think calmly, you don't rush.
Yeah, absolutely agree. You are able to be calm even in a grim situation. You're not rushing. Yeah. Thank you for sharing. Absolutely agree. Smita ji, go ahead. Smita Desai, go ahead.
Yes, ma'am. Actually, meditation helps me in to being in present, to being in this moment, as we usually get tensed about future most of the time, and we also think a lot about past things. So it helps me to being in presence and to being conscious and also empathetic.
Yeah, like we said, 47% of the time our mind is either in the past or future. Absolutely correct. Helps you be in the present, and present is very underrated. It's beautiful. Yeah. Nidhi ji, go ahead.
Hello, ma'am. I'm a student as well as a competitive swimmer, and so schedules can be very exhausting. And so, meditation for me is important because it has played a very instrumental role in building the resilience that I need. So, there are many setbacks that we face as students, but as swimmers also. So, swimming can be physically exhausting, but at the same time, if you're not mentally into the training, if you're not mentally into studies, it somehow affects it, and then you do not have a good day. So meditation helps build that positive mindset.
Absolutely. It is all interconnected. When you're focused on, not able to focus on one thing, it trickles down into the next thing that you do, like you're studying, but you're not focused. Now you've gone for your practice, and you feel, no, what happened earlier? What did I do in school? I don't remember. That just carries on throughout the day. You sort out one place, you are fully focused. It helps into the next thing as well. Right. They are very connected. Aarti ji, you raised your hand.
Yes, so meditation has helped me a lot to be with myself in quiet moments. And also, it taught me a lot of reflection about myself rather than, seeing world outside, but reflecting on my own actions and bringing a lot of awareness about what actions I'm doing, performing. So it has really helped me a lot to calm down my mind with anxiety, different thoughts like a future, thinking a lot about future and feeling a lot of regret and guilt. It helped me to overcome, and I'm still learning also about this process. Thank you for giving me the time to speak. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, and thank you for sharing. I absolutely agree. Sukh, did you raise your hand again?
I believe you become more and more unconditional. You stop expecting anything from anyone.
Yeah. Yeah, your desires reduce. Desire is the root cause of suffering. Yeah, agree. I agree. Anyone else wants to share, or then we'll move on? Yes, Meenakshi, you raised your hand. Go ahead.
Hi, I feel when you're meditating, you're doing a conscious breathing, and when you're breathing, a lot of things change inside you, and then automatically your thought process changes a lot, becomes more positive. You don't have social anxiety, you don't have fear. There are a lot many things that happens in your body. Your blood pressure is in control. Your how you have less heart diseases, a lot many things, everything positive happens. That's what I feel.
Absolutely. Thank you for sharing, and yeah, I agree.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Aarti, you've raised your hand again, or?
Yes.
Yes, go ahead.
It increases divine power and leads to mistake.
Leads to mistake?
Means towards religion.
What do you mean?
Soul is connected with that. So, that the Jain Munis and Padri and all that Christian word it is. Mystic is the word.
Oh, mistake. Sorry. Mistake. Yeah, I heard mistake. Okay. Yes. Yes. Okay. So you're trying to say you become more religious when you meditate?
Yes.
Okay.
I mean, I feel that there is some connection with the soul.
Soul, yes. Spiritual, maybe. Not
Yes.
religious. Yeah, spiritual. Yes. Yeah, I agree. Thank you for sharing. And now I'm going to sum up what everyone said as much as I can and as much as I remember. I think so. Other benefits of meditation, it is great in stress reduction. Yes, it is one of the most common reason why people come to meditation, right? Controls anxiety when there is less stress. translates to less anxiety, correct? Promotes emotional health. You're happier when you're doing it. Enhances self-awareness, a lot of people said, right? Enhances self-awareness. You become more aware, you are more conscious of your actions, your words, what you're doing, how you're feeling, how much you breathe, how you breathe, everything. When you are more aware of what you are, there is more empathy towards yourself, which translates to more empathy and awareness towards others as well. So helps you generate kindness. It lengthens your attention span, definitely. We spoke about how it affects the gray matter, right? It reduces and may reduce age-related memory loss. Yeah. You're strengthening your brain, right? Like you do in the gym for your muscles, body muscles, you're doing that with your brain. So, can also help fight addictions. So there are so many different benefits to meditation. Yeah. Now there are different types of meditation. Does anyone know different types of meditation? Those who spoke about how meditation has helped them, or if they practice, do you mind telling us what kind of meditation you practice? Because there's so many different types in today's day and age. Anybody? Yes, Aarti ji and then Mala ji. Go ahead. Sorry, I can't hear you. Is it just me?
Yeah. It
Yeah.
is Omkar sadhana. You chant Om initially with the Vaikhari, Upanshu, and at the smallest level. And then just sit in the sit quietly for some time, maybe.
Yeah, like chanting.
Yes.
Like
That's one method. Yeah, yeah. Thank you. Mala ji, go ahead.
Ma'am, I know about Vipassana meditation, and one is MSRT, that is mind sound resonance technique.
Yes. Anyone has done Vipassana?
Yes, ma'am. I have done.
You also done. Okay. Yeah, me too. Yes, you have also done. Okay, Kiran ji. All right. Thank you. Sukhsiddhi ji, go ahead. And then Meenakshi ji.
Mindfulness meditation, chanting, Omkar sadhana, and
Yeah.
applied relaxation, Jacobson progressive muscle relaxation, so on and so forth. Thank you.
Yep, yep, absolutely. Meenakshi ji, go ahead.
For me, sometimes, just hearing the mantras and sometimes chanting it. And the other way is just kind of try to focus at one point, which is a little difficult for me. But then I try to focus at one point and just breathe. That is the other way to
Yeah.
do it. That's how
Yeah.
I do it, actually.
Yeah, I think even though there are so many methods, you can have your own personal method or you can tweak something
True, yeah.
and whatever works best for you. Yes. Renu Balaji and then Rashida ji.
Yes, ma'am. I experienced all this sound healing meditation, then Omkar meditation, and Soham, so एक breathing pattern meditation है that is, and breathing meditation, and focus on image or any point. That is that types of meditation.
Absolutely. Rashida ji, go ahead.
Yeah, which Venubala already said, Soham meditation. Then which I do is a creative meditation, and which we have learned in Siddha Samadhi Yoga, that meditation which I normally do, and guided meditation, of course.
Yeah, yeah. Thank you for sharing. Rupali ji and then Riddhi ji.
Ma'am, I completed my Vipassana course. Hello.
Okay. Yeah.
You're asking now, does Vipassana course?
Right. Riddhi ji, go ahead.
Sudarshan Kriya and hollow and empty meditation, mantra meditation, Kundalini meditation, and Arhatic yoga.
So you practice all of these forms?
Yes, I have practiced them.
Okay, that's wonderful. Thank you for sharing. Shubhangi ji. Can't hear you, Shubhangi ji.
I do Omkar meditation. Where I go there, they do Omkar meditation. And I think so some alphabets are there like ma, na. They, if we say that sounding goes in our mind and it also helps, also heals also, they say, to the mind due to that vibrations.
Yeah.
La, la. And it means just like Barakadi we say, na? Lalla, lalli, like that.
Very interesting. So yeah, like everyone said, everyone has their own methods, and there are in general different methods, and then you can, amalgamate whatever works best for you. So there is sound bath, there is Qigong, there is Vipassana, there is Zen meditation, mantra meditation, chakra meditation, guided meditation, loving kindness meditation. There is the LKM, or known as the Metta Bhavna. There is resting awareness, visualization, body scan. There are so many different things, but all leading to one thing: going inward, focus, being in the present, clearing our mind. Yeah. Now, Howard Medical had done medical school suggested that somewhere between 80% to 90% of all doctor visits are related to stress. Can you imagine? So it does not mean you're stressed and you go to the doctor. It means you've gotten maybe hypothyroid and you've gone to the doctor. But where did that come from? First it began in your mind, then it translated to different things. So 80 to 90% of all doctor visits are related to stress. Scientists are calling stress the black plague of our century. So we could either complain about that, and we could stress more and more about that people are being stressed, or we could start meditating. We could start up leveling our own state of consciousness to contribute to up leveling collective consciousness. It matters, right? How someone next to you is. If someone next to you is always agitated, always angry, or always sad, you feel it, don't you? Or it affects your mood. But it also works the other way around, right? When you are happier, when you are calmer, it will also affect them. They will become that. So don't be so focused on improving everyone else. Just improve yourself and it's going to work, right? There's this beautiful quote I'm going to read out. Let me just find it. It says, hurt people, but luckily, healed people heal others, safe people shelter others, free spirits free others, enlightened people illuminate others, and love always wins. So shine your light of love on all those who may cross your path in life, because what you do matters. And how does what you do matter? Starts from here, starts from within, right? Correct? Okay. Now, we've spoken about so many things, but how do we do it? How do we do it? Okay, one way to start something very basic is reflection. Before you meditate, reflection. What is reflection? When you're consciously thinking about what you did, what you said, what happened through the day. Okay, and you're not just thinking about it and moving on. You reflect upon it. Okay, I could have responded this way instead of getting angry. I could have timed myself better so that I would reach here knowing the traffic. Or I knew this situation could come up, I could prepare for it this way. Or something good, I liked how I responded, or I liked how I took my time to do this activity and I didn't rush myself, right? I can do the same next day. Or how you want to change your patterns. You reflect so that you know how you can change your patterns, or you recognize a pattern in yourself. You recognize how to improve or how to change it. Right? Has anyone done reflection? Yeah, it helps. Does anyone want to share their experience of reflection or how it may have helped or what they did? Anyone? Yes, Riddhiji, go ahead.
I had this autoimmune disorder, which took place due to some steroids that were given to me at the age of 16. And that actually inspired me to heal myself holistically, because my hope for the mainstream medication had failed with the misdiagnosed aspect and stuff. And that's when I entered into this entire realm of alternative healing and holistic aspects. And somewhere I read about Louis Hay book, You Can Heal Yourself. And it was mentioned that a particular aspect called hirsutism, it takes place due to irritation in the system. And I was not able to understand that at that point. But gradually, with deeper and deeper involvement in observing myself and figuring, am I irritated? Like I was actually asking myself, am I irritated? And in that inquiry, I was drawn into various situations where actually I was irritated. The reason can be extremely personal and of many a times betrayal and of ideal which is shattered in your own home, and hopelessness and those aspects. So yeah, reflection has actually helped me conquer, and I have also reflected within from the hopelessness and how I also wanted to give up on my life because I had no other way out. And I was also observing those thoughts. So reflection actually has helped me heal uh, better, and it has also helped my mental health. So that's about it. And it took me 22 good years to heal this. And yes, I did again go to the mainstream medication process and laser therapy and everything, but over and uh, my physical symptoms have inspired me to enter into the alternative therapy, healing yoga.
Thank you for sharing. This was so personal, and I think the fact that you shared and the fact that you actually got out of the problem, recognized the problem, got out of it, dealt with it, didn't suppress it. I'm sure this is going to help a lot of people here, right? So thank you for sharing. And reflection does help. And there are different methods. You reflect in the moment, you reflect end of the day, or you start reflecting at the start of the next day to reflect upon the day before. The different techniques. But it all boils down to everything comes here. How every problem starts from here and trickles down into different parts of your body. So yeah, that's so true. Thank you for sharing.
One more thing I wanted to share that in the religious upbringing in Jainism, there is also one reflection method about ahimsa, which is called pratikraman, which is done morning and evening. So that was also like rooting me into this whole aspect about what did I do.
Can't hear you.
Maybe someone muted me. So it was also something in the religious upbringing that was there. We do pratikraman in Jainism morning and evening, and introspect whom we hurt and what were our intentions and thoughts, and we ask for forgiveness. So that was also a culture in my upbringing, and that has also helped me in inquiring about my feelings of irritation, anger, those aspects. And thank you so much for allowing to share and giving everyone opportunity to share and express. I'm really inspired by you.
Thank you. I think everyone benefits when you share. Someone gets to learn something. So yeah. Okay. Moving on. Anyone else would like to speak? Please go ahead.
Yeah,
I can talk about. Okay, you can.
For me, it is like I have gone through various traumatic situations. So first thing, like my BP would shoot up to even 230. It's gone to that extent to 230. I have not been on medication. I have not yet taken. I had been first 5 years. I had been on medication on BP medication, but it started having a side effect, which I said I would prefer to die rather than taking this medication and being on handicap. When I went through, there were guides who were guiding me, but it had helped me, getting me into more awareness state. And doing this meditation, pranayam, which I'm teaching that also. So I used to do that, and I have come out at times. Yes, my BP does go, but I am not dependent on medication now at all. It comes back to normal by itself. So like I really feel it's very much powerful. And yeah, I do think that I am at present also there are certain situations where I am struggling, but again, being in that awareness, catching my own patterns and then reflecting, being in that high vibration, changing my vibrations is actually helping me a lot. Sit in meditation, change your vibrations, sit in meditation, and that's how things have changed a lot.
I agree, and thank you for sharing. And it's true that it's not that if you practice, you will never get angry or things will never go bad. No, that's not the point of it. It's so that when it does, you have complete control. And the number of times it does starts reducing till it completely stops. That's absolutely true. Thank you for sharing. Krina ji, go ahead.
Yeah, so my experience is completely different. So I don't reflect a lot. It takes lots of time, and most of the times when I go to sleep, I just want to sleep. But there are times when I do, and it helps me to come into realization that everything is going to be okay, and I did my best. So there are these days when you reflect everything what's going on, and you feel, okay, here I could do something else. Next time I will take that steps, but after a while, it's like I did my best. Now it's not up to me. I have to find my peace that you have given your best, and now it's not nothing. Everything will work out, but it's not the way you imagined. So that is one thing that it helps me with.
Yeah, yeah. It doesn't always go your way, but it finds a
Yeah.
way. Yeah.
And you find happiness in that. It's fine. It's not happened the way you wanted, but it's like, okay, it doesn't matter. That stage,
Absolutely.
to come to that stage.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Thank you for sharing. Aarti ji, go ahead.
You know, I would say like, Riddhi ji and Rashida gave me a lot of courage to speak here. What kind of reflection that I do during meditation. There are sometimes very uneven, not so good emotions that I go through with all the kind of struggle in my life. But I keep assuring myself like our mind is always focusing on lot of negative things कि ये नहीं होने वाला है, मैं कितना भी करूँ ये नहीं होने वाला है करके, this kind of things. But the time that I started doing this yoga regularly for the past 2.5 months, I keep assuring myself everything is going to be okay. You're just being very anxious at this moment. So I keep reaffirming these statements like, yes, universe is with me, and I positively affirm that things are going to work my way. And it has certainly worked out. When during one of the session, Sneha ma'am said that, we keep a lot of fear with ourselves. And that one thing I think I'm doing the yoga, and that is the right thing that she, hold all the chords. And from that day onwards, I keep reforming myself every time when I'm doing meditation or finding some kind of difficulties. It's going to work out well for you, Aarti. So meditation has done miraculously good for me for controlling this kind of emotions. And I'm still dealing with it, but things are working well. Thank you so much, ma'am, for allowing us to speak and, to be as open as here in a very healthy and safety way. Thank you so much, ma'am.
Thank you for sharing. And yes, this is a safe space. Everyone should feel free and safe to share. Um, and I agree. So there is a pattern that I see in a lot of my students as well. When I'm teaching them, a lot of them say, "Oh, no, this is too much. I don't think I'll be able to do this." And I tell them, just try. It's okay if you can't do it. Just try. And then in the process, maybe by the second or third attempt, they actually end up doing the whole pose or whatever it is, the stretch. So a lot of times we doubt ourselves. Don't do that. When you're doubting yourself so that you improve, okay. But when you doubt yourself that, oh, I can't do it, don't do that. Give it a try and then decide, right? How can you, if your child has come and made a dish and said, oh, mama, try it, or dad, try, I made this, you will not look and say, that doesn't look good. You will, of course, try it. Will you try it or no? You will try. Then you will say, very nice. Or, oh, could have added this, but I love this part of it. Right? Let's next time make it together, or next time I'll show you my way. Maybe we can build something together. But without trying, if you straight away say no, how would the child feel? Not good? You would not do that to your child, would you? Then why do you do it to yourself? Why do we doubt ourselves? You constantly, this might help some people, but you constantly see your child, yourself as a child. And when you're seeing something, imagine you're saying that to you, a child version of you. Would you ever say that to the child version of you? You're not good at this. You can't do this. You would never, would you? Then don't do it. Yeah, I always tell them, try. Yeah. Don't doubt yourself. You are the only one who's there with you throughout. Aren't we? People come and go, situations come and go. Home, we shift homes, shift cars. Nothing's constant and nothing's permanent except you. Since the time you were there, you can get better. Yeah. But you're not going anywhere. You're there with yourself. So if there's one person who's always there with you, for you, don't go against that person. Don't doubt that person. Yeah. Give yourself a chance. And many chances. Why not? Right? You would to someone you love, right? Show that love towards yourself as well. Right? Right. Sukh-Siddhi ji, you raised your hand.
When you start reflecting, you become more intuitive,
Yeah.
and all the emotions, you perceive it as very much constructive. Nothing is negative. And the intensity of the negative emotions could be anything. You start redefining it with a lot of practice.
Absolutely. Practice always makes you better. So, yeah, starts redefining who you are or how you do things. Absolutely. I agree. Thank you for all those who shared. For those who haven't ever done reflection, let's talk about how to do. Easiest way to do is start by writing down how you feel at the end of the day. You know, this is what I did. That's it. Just this is what I did. Then you go to the list. This I can improve on. This I don't need to do. I can let go of this practice. Not healthy. This I should definitely do more of. You know, then make a list of all things that you want in yourself. Write it. Or if that doesn't work for you, you have missed it, you get too tired. When you wake up next morning, sit down and reflect upon your day. What, or the previous day, and then write down. Today, I will be more mindful of this. Today, I will do this better. Today, I will make sure I don't do this. Today, just don't think of scenarios, but make sure your basics, your core is what you're setting up. Yeah. So start by writing down, and then if you feel okay, I don't need to write down, I'm good with my thoughts, I'm not wandering away, then you don't need to write down, you can just think about it. Yeah. Okay. Having said all this, coming to meditation. Okay. After reflection, it becomes a practice. You start meditating, but you will face challenges. What kind of challenges do you face? As soon as you close your eyes, you've already gone into some other sphere, gone into some other imagination, gone into the past, or gone into the future, right? That's a possibility, and a very, very likely one, in fact, right? So when you do that, be mindful. Okay, I've realized this has happened. Let me come back. Open your eyes. Try and focus at a point ahead of you, then close your eyes. When you focus at a point ahead of you, that means you're cutting off every other thing. Then when you close your eyes, you're cutting off from the external world. Yeah, then it's the world within. Yes. And if that does not happen, keep your eyes open, focus at a point, and just focus on one point. It's okay to keep your eyes open. When you get better, go to the next step, then go to the next step. If you think focusing on one point does not help, some people said they chant just one word again and again. Do that. If that doesn't work, maybe that and keeping your eyes open and focusing on one point, right? There is a dress. That dress may not suit everybody. Dress may not fit everybody. You need to alter it, make changes. So make changes. You know yourself best. You know what works. Make changes. Yeah. There may be a dish which may be the world's best dish, but you may not like it. And that's okay. So it's not that one size fits all. You need to know what you like, what is best for you, what techniques will work for you. Yes? So prepare yourself. Otherwise, it's very frustrating. I've taken out half an hour and it feels like a waste. So prepare yourself. This might happen. It's okay. Let me write down, see what works. Tomorrow I'll try a different technique. Tomorrow I'll try these two techniques. Tomorrow I'll try a third technique. Slowly start crossing, start assimilating on the techniques, see what works for you till you find something that works for you. Yes. Also, don't start off with today I'll do 5 hours. Start with 2 minutes, just 2 minutes, and you'll see in those 2 minutes how many times your mind has gone somewhere. Yeah. Then go for 3, 5, 10 minutes, 20. Slowly increase. Don't straight away jump. Yeah. Because that'll build frustration. You'll feel like you're not good at it. And that's not true. You are good at it. You need to get better. Yeah. Did you start walking from the day you were born? Even when you started walking, when you learned how to walk, did you walk and start running? You wobbled, you crawled, you fell, you got up again. Did you give up walking and running? You didn't, right? You didn't give up then, don't give up now. Yes? Great. So today, after having spoken so much about meditation, I think it's only fit that we end the session with meditation. Yes? Yes? So, okay. I want everyone to sit in any place of their house or wherever you're sitting, sit with support, sit comfortably. Just sit comfortably. You can remove your specs. Get comfortable. And I want everybody to close their eyes. At this point, I need you to let go of any and every thought, any preconceived notion about meditation. Let it go. Any worry about the future, let it go. Any pain from the past, a deep exhalation, let it go. Exhale it, remove it, release it. Deep inhalation, complete exhalation. Just let go. Feel your heartbeats slowing down, feeling relaxed. Feel your body temperature normal and dropping further. Feel your breathing slowing down, becoming deeper. Your muscles relaxed, shoulders drop down, jaw unclench, eyebrows relaxed. Your entire body and mind are completely relaxed at this point. Keep your eyes closed throughout the practice. I now need you to teleport yourself onto a huge green mountain. You are sitting on the top of the mountain, on soft, lush, green grass. It is extremely windy. Feel the cold wind hitting your face. The wind carries a distinct smell of the ocean. In front of you is a blue, bright ocean. You can start hearing the waves from a far off distance. The different shades of blue, the blue of the sky, crystal clear blue ocean water, white waves, white sand. As you sit on that mountain and meditate, don't forget the smell of the ocean, the feeling of the wind. Feel how relaxed you are. Deep inhalation, complete exhalation. With every exhalation, you feel more and more relaxed. There is a beautiful rainbow above your head from one end of the mountain going to the other. There are beautiful birds flying. The mountain has humongous trees, and you can hear the leaves rustling. See the different elements of the nature around you. And do not forget this feeling of peace, of quiet, of feeling centered, balanced as you come back to your room, on your chair, on your bed, in this pose. Remain with eyes closed. Keep your palms open on your thighs, open towards the ceiling, towards the sky. Deep inhalation, like you're receiving energy straight from the universe through your palms into your body. Deep inhalation, feel all the strength, all the positivity, and all the love. Gentle exhalation, feel the warmth in your palms. You are made up of the same matter as this universe. The air, the water, the fire, ether, and matter. Therefore, you are exactly what the universe is. What is in the universe is within you already. Anything you wish for it right now. Good health, love, healing, anything you need. Deep inhalation. Exhale. If you think you get it from the universe, know that it already exists within you in immense measures, because you are the universe. Place any one palm on your heart. Deep inhalation. Feel the rhythmic beat. At the center of the chest, there is a bright, white, radiant light. That white light is peace. That white light is love. That white light is energy. Deep inhalation. As you exhale, feel like you're spreading it across the room. You have the power to spread all that love, all that energy. Deep inhalation and spread that light across your house. And don't feel like you won't reach. You will. You have that power. You are the universe. You have all the power. Deep inhalation, spread it as far as you can go. To the country and to the world. Deep inhalation, complete exhalation, spread as much as you can. That white light generates and originates from you. Therefore, you are peace. You are love. You are energy. Most importantly, you are enough the way you are. Deep inhalation, let that sink in. Gentle exhalation. As you open your eyes, don't forget this feeling. You can carry it on through the day. Each day, every day through your life. Slowly open your eyes. I hope everyone had a good trip on the mountain and got to witness the most beautiful ocean and trees and the rainbow and all that you can imagine. If it felt good, this was guided meditation. If it felt good, you have the power to make yourself feel good. At no point should you feel down and out, right? Especially now that you know you can do this anytime, any day, anywhere. All you have to do is close your eyes and you're in a different world. Yeah. I hope everyone practices every day. And if there are any questions or if anyone wants to share anything, please go ahead before we end the session. Please raise your hand. Jnanishi, go ahead.
Ma'am, for this meditation practice which we just did, is it a particular time? That day we had discussed in one of the classes about the Brahma Murta, which is in the morning, early morning. So is it the best time to do such kind of meditation or any other?
Best time for anything in life is Brahma Muhurat, as we spoke about it in class. But for meditation, there's no such time. It's great if you have a fixed set of time, that every day I'm going to meditate on sitting in the same place, same time. But there are times when you feel, no, I need to do a little more today, or you're not at home. As long as you do it, and as long as you feel settled, it's great. Thank you. Indrani ji, you've unmuted yourself. Go ahead.
Thank you for the guided meditation.
Thank you. I'm glad you enjoyed. Amrita ji, go ahead. You raised your hand.
Yeah, I just wanted to ask, when you just said in starting that just with exhalation, just let it go. Whatever you are feeling, whatever you are going through. So I just felt like crying. Is it normal?
It's absolutely normal to sometimes cry during your meditating or after you are done. When you feel okay throughout the meditation, you are calm. As soon as you open your eyes, you don't know. Something has shifted within you, something you've released, something from the past, or something that you were anxious for the future. When you let go, it feels better. So it's absolutely normal. And crying is a way of releasing stress. So don't ever hold back. You know, when people say, "Oh, don't cry, stop crying." No. You know, in fact, we tell kids, no, stop crying right now. It's actually a way of releasing stress. If you cry, does your kid ever come and tell you, your child tells you, Mama, don't cry, stop it right now? They'll tell you, it's okay, don't cry. And they'll try to soothe you. They don't tell
Yeah.
you, don't do this.
Yeah.
Right? So it's same. You are your own child and you tell yourself it's okay. It's fine to cry. And you're here for yourself and you let go. Yeah.
Thank you. It was really nice.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm glad. Geeta ji, go ahead.
Yeah, ma'am. During meditation, I started to sweat a lot. Is it normal?
Very normal. Very normal to actually, if you're someone who meditates regularly, it's very normal to suddenly have a shift in your menstrual cycle. Suddenly feel a change in difference in temperature, heartbeat, heart rate. That's how I was trying to regulate it by telling you all, feel your temperature drop, feel this. It doesn't always happen. Like I'm telling you, okay, guiding you, but it doesn't always happen. And that's fine, that's normal. Maybe your mind was a little in overdrive. Anything is possible, but that's fine. With practice, you'll slowly feel everything coming back to normal and alignment.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you. Any more questions? Yes. Abhaji, go ahead.
Ma'am, while doing meditation, whenever I try to focus, I think a lot of things. मतलब I started thinking about past or future or any other thing. I want to be in the moment, but I always just get distracted. How can I just cure it?
Like I said, it's all about practice. If you decide first day I'll do it for half an hour, it won't work. Start with even 2 minutes, and out of that 1 minute, if you're successful, that's good enough. Next day again 2 minutes, then 3 minutes. Slowly increase, and it's the whole point of meditation, so that you don't go in past and future, right? It's you be in the present. And if this method of closing eyes does not work, try something else. Try just focusing on one point while your eyes are open. Then you feel, okay, this is very easy. Then try same with eyes shut and focusing on a point with your eyes shut. Create a point or create a sound or you chant. See what works for you.
Okay.
Yeah. Thank you.
Ma'am, can
Rashida ji,
I
go ahead.
answer her question?
Yes,
Yeah.
please go ahead.
Same thing when I had started with meditation, it used to be like I was not able to sit at all. Same thing, like bombardments of thoughts. It used to be more, in fact, when I was in meditation, but it was okay. Everything, it's okay. Even if I was bombarded, I always been, it's okay. Everything is okay. And then slowly, as I continued, I never stopped it. That's what it was being told. don't stop it. Even if you're bombarded, it's okay, and that okayness reduce the thoughts. So whatever it is, let it be. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you so much.
It's
Thank you, ma'am.
actually
Thank you, Rashmi.
what she said. There's actually a term. I think it's I am okay, or
Yeah.
that's okay. That's okay.
I'm
You
okay.
know,
Yeah.
if someone does
Everything-
something,
yeah.
that's
It's
okay.
Just let
They
it
don't
be.
do it,
It's
that's
okay.
also okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. You wanted, didn't happen, that's okay. But you keep doing what you're supposed to do. Everything else, that's okay. Yeah.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Any questions? Yes, Neeluji, I think they raised your hand.
Ma'am, can I please request for a request that what Abhaji said, even I would like to add something. Can I please?
Of course.
Yeah, Abhaji, I just want to say that too many thoughts do come whenever we sit for meditation. It is just a normal thing. It is not with you, but most of us go through the same thing because we are just starting with it. So if you just keep observing your thoughts without reacting or responding, the activity of mind will automatically reduce. This I have observed with myself, and I still keep practicing that. Simply be an observer, do not react or respond. Once your focus goes there, the activity of mind or your thoughts will definitely reduce.
Absolutely
Thank
correct. You
you.
don't try
Thank
and
you.
hold on or analyze it. You just let it come, let it go. You don't try and stop them. If they're coming, that's okay. They're going, that's okay. Let go. Yeah. All right. We'll end the session with Om chanting. And yeah, head neck spine, one straight line. Eyes closed. Deep inhalation. Remain with eyes closed. Let the vibration settle. Drop down your shoulders, relax your shoulders, relax your body, relax your mind, unclench your jaw. Let go of the stress. Gentle smile on your face. Maintain it through the day. It is very pleasant. Slowly open your eyes. Thank you, everybody. Namaste, Namo Namaha. Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you,
Namo
ma'am.
Namo, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank
Nice
you,
meditation.
Tanvi ma'am, for a beautiful session. Thank you so much.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you,
Thank you so
everyone.
much,
Namo
ma'am.
Namaha. Thank you.
Namo Nama.
Thank you,
Thank you,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Namaha.
Thank you. Namo Namaha.
Grateful to
Madam,
you, ma'am.
really अच्छे दिख रहे हो. White dress looking beautiful.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm glad. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank
Grateful to
you.
Thank
Thank
you,
you so
ma'am.
much. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Namo Nama.
Thank you. Namo Namaha.
Thank you, ma'am. Namo Namaha.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Namo Nama.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.